So we're here for the 68th Edward Cross long distance Comet race. We're starting in the West End. We're going east today, going to East End Mini Yacht Club from West End Sailboat Club. We're out on the course near where the starting area is. It's a very light wind, even lighter than what was predicted right now. I would say you've got maybe 4 knots. The other thing that's happened, I think it's already got a bit of southerly in it, making this almost a fetch. So it'll make it more of a parade. We were. I know some of the teams were talking as if the easterly was going to hold in, and that would mean that we would get more of a beat, or what we call going to windward, sailing close hold. So this is going to be a very interesting race. It's really light and shifty. The sailors are going to need to really have their wits about them, have their heads out of the boat, looking around for every little puff of wind that they can find. And the team that gets their head out of the boat the best is going to be the team that I think will survive these very tricky conditions indeed. And you'll see there's 2 buoys here, and they have to sail through between those 2 buoys. They can't be over early, but they'll have a 3-minute countdown, and so you'll get a horn at 3 and a horn at the start, and that will be your signal to go. Looks like Rudy Bailey up there over the line early. Stevie's down here 4109. I see Rudy Bailey up at the windward end and over early. He'll have to restart. Stevie's got a very fast, I like his position. He's off the line at the leeward end. You see him really galloping. He's got his bow out in front of everybody. You see Rudy Bailey now going around the windward end to restart. That is going to be a huge blow for the defending champion. The only good news is he will have what's called the high lane to stay clear. But certainly right now, Stevie Dickerson off to a great start. Also there, 4106. That is Anthony Smith and his son, or sorry, his brother. He sailed with his son last year, sailing with his brother this year. 4130, Raquel Evans, the champion from 2 years ago. He's got a fairly solid start, but already you see Stevie, he's really out fast. He's off the line in great shape. Some of the guys who have not fared so well, which is a bit disappointing. 4122, Dimitri Stevens. He's what we call caught in the traffic. He's got a lot of bad wind. This is and on top of that, there's very little wind where he is. Stevie, on the other hand, is off in fresh air and is really gone. This is a great start for Stevie Dickerson. Scott Fox seems to have got off the line quite well. Ellie Wallman now, she's working out a nice little lane for herself. So Stevie now has run out of pressure. He's hit a hole right now. You see him leaning the boat to leeward. He's trying to decrease the wetted surface on the boat and get him through to the next puff. He's got a puff coming in about 10 or 15 seconds to him, and he should get going again. But right now, he's you'll see him when the puff hits. Yes, there you go. You see him just standing the boat up a little straighter to get it going. And he's watching. You can just see him looking to the right. He's looking up to where the wind's coming from, and just in anticipation of that puff. Scott Fox here at 4128. He's doing well. He's got second place, fairly solid right now. Pretty much following the same line as Stevie. Ellie Wallman here. Last year, 5th place. She's currently 3rd. Gladwin Lambert came off the windward end of the line. He's currently in 4th. Here's Heath Fogo, 2001 champion. Him and Stevie's last year winning crew. Pat Young. They've actually got away clean. Seem to be moving pretty well as well. And Scott Fox has sailed right past Stevie Dickerson. Another thing I noticed with Stevie is when he gets in light wind, he spends a lot of time with the heel. You see it now. You see him heeling the boat. What he's doing is decreasing the wetted surface. That's where there's less boat in the water to cause friction and slow the boat down. That's why he's doing that. You see all that heel? That's not wind tipping him over. That is induced heel with his body weight. Right now you've got about 90% of this race is going to be on starboard tack, so you have to really select your port tack, the time you spend on port, very carefully. This could be Dale Brangman, Sean Smith, A nice little pressure moving along quite nicely right now. Yep, there he goes. See that? He's hit a header, so he's gone on to port tack, trying to capitalize from the lefty. This is Anthony Smith, 4106 Rebel. Yep, he's tacking now.